All right. We're going to do blimp, I guess, for now. And I'm gonna leave you guys on this view right now with the scoreboard up, just to hopefully try to minimize the likelihood of getting banned for broadcasting a Formula Touring Series league, if you know what I'm saying. Make sure I'm live as well. Okay. This already looks like they are getting fumbled up in the back. Everyone's getting formed up. No worries, no worries.
No problem, man.
Alright, guys. Alright, let's not look like a Cup Series race going to turn 1, boys. They're going to do it, watch. What?
Wait till turn 2.
Yeah, then take each other out. Oh, apparently I left. I'm gone. There we go, now I'm back. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, they're 4 wide in the turn 1, 4 wide in turn 1. Oh, we made it work. We made it work. That was insane. Good job, boys. That was awesome. I don't know who's sending it up the inside 4 wide. It looked like Shane possibly. He is pushing. Oh, someone's going to loop it. He's off the track. He's off track. I'm not throwing the yellow. He's off track.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry whoever that was, but we are off track and we are keeping it clean. We're going
That was Noah?
Oh man, Noah's had some very tough luck, but we'll see here. We're gonna stay with the cars here. There's still a chance for another wreck.
Thomas.
Unfortunate for Thomas here. Let's see down to this turn. Everyone keeps it clean in this turn. Thomas is not that far back though. He can still make up some ground here.
Oh yeah.
We're still watching up here. It is a long race. You have to make a pit stop here. Watching up through the field here, just making sure everyone's keeping it clean. Renato is absolutely gone.
He sure is. Who do we got in second right now?
Eddie Wildermuth. Then we got the other. Nope. I thought that was Guillermo Alvarez. I almost said Gavin Alvarez.
Ooh, this is a nice 3-car battle we got going up here.
I'm still watching, make sure there's no wrecks back here. Thomas has gotten around Joe. Very nice. Up through the pack, there's a double wide right there. Everyone's keeping it clean and green right now. That's what we like to see. That was probably as good as a start as you can expect for turn 1 right there. Going 4 wide, everyone kept it clean. Huge stuff. But yeah, Renato's absolutely gone. The battle right now is for 3rd between Eddie and Robbie. Robbie Swan dived in hard. He's going to clear it. Eddie cut him.
Did I call him Robbie Smooth?
Maybe.
I did. Sorry.
He might as well be called that. He's pretty smooth out there. But very tight here from Thirth. Dude, cut. From 3rd to about 9th, they're pretty tightly packed in here. Oh man. Yep. All right, we're gonna go to the onboard views here, and we'll get you guys to the live scene. Oh, I also need to turn on the scroll standings. My apologies. My apologies. There we go. We got those standings going on. So we're on board with Guillermo right now, who's running 2nd. Couple seconds behind Renato, but holding smooth behind him.
It also looks like Gavin has closed the gap on Eddie.
Yep.
Pressure on him. Shane is also on the inside. Oh no, Shane's got someone up the inside of him. It looks like Jorge is trying to catch him.
Shane gets a little bit of a gap down the straightaway. Make sure I'm live. I am. Yeah, we got
some exciting racing already.
Eddie, Gavin, and Brent pretty nose to tail right here. Robbie Swan's looking to try to make some moves up here on Guillermo. Let's do a quick tire compound check. Our leader, Renato, is on alternates. Guillermo is on alternates. Robbie Swan on alternates. Eddie is on primaries. Gavin's on primaries. Brent as well as on primaries. Shane on primaries. Jorge alternates. Dan primaries. Noah alternates. Leonardo primaries. Same with Thomas and Joe. So something to keep a lookout on. These guys up front may start to lose some speed pretty quick here if they push the alternates too hard. Good battle for second, good battle for third. We'll stay right here on Brent. Watch Gavin and Eddie ahead of him. Try to look at Robbie Swan and Guillermo up there as well. And now we're on board with Gavin. Looking back at Brent. About a 0.7 of a second, 1 second gap back there. See Jorge behind him, closing in slightly with Shane on his rear wing. Still pretty tight pack though. From about 4th all the way back to pretty much all the way back to the back. Now here's Eddie looking back at Gavin. He's pulled out the gap just a smidge. Right now the battle's for second with Robbie closing in on Guillermo. Right up to the rear wing. On board with Robbie as he looks good around Guillermo here. We'll see how it is. Dirty air, I imagine, is pretty intense. Oh, Guillermo goes wide. Robbie Swan looking to the inside. Guillermo does leave him a lane. They keep it clean. Robbie looking for the outside in move. Tries to get the power down. Looks like he had to lift slightly. He goes to the outside. Guillermo looks to protect. He's able to stay in front of him here. But Robbie closes right back up on him. Both a bit of a slide into this tight switchback. Who gets the better exit here? Pretty even. Maybe Robbie can use the draft to his advantage. We'll see. Oh yeah, he's getting a good run on him here. He looks like he's going to have to go outside. He does. He is to his outside. We're going to go with the free cam here. We'll look at Guillermo. Guillermo on his inside. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes livery. He's going to stay on the inside. Does he try to push the issue into turn one? He stays there, but Robbie's able to clear him. Nice job by Robbie. Guillermo's hanging back there now. Not letting him get away just yet. I see in the background Gavin has closed up on Eddie quite a bit. Oh, they both go a little bit wide right there. Not too bad. Robbie getting a little bit sideways. Has to lift. Nowhere for Guillermo to go. He has to just stay in line right now. Robbie's going to try to focus forward here. See if he can't make some ground up. Now we're on board with Eddie looking back at Gavin. Gavin's just sitting about a half second behind him. About a second behind Gavin is Brent. Then we got Jorge and Shane. Shane's got Noah behind him, about 1.3 seconds. Dan behind Noah. We're looking back at Thomas, who's trying to recover after that early spin. He has passed Leonardo since then. And he is slowly closing in on Dan. Right on board with Dan here for a bit. Let you guys take a look at the view here. The running order. Again, we're on board with Dan looking forward to Noah. Who's also looking ahead at Shane, about 2 seconds ahead of him. Call it a second and a half, according to Race Labs here. And I think Shane's just kind of sitting, waiting to see what's going to happen with Brent and Jorge, as well as Gavin up ahead there. One mistake out of any of these guys running pretty much third on back will be huge because the pack is very tight right here. There's Jorge closing in on the back of Brent. Gavin has fallen off maybe a smidge behind Eddie. Meanwhile, Renato has pulled out to a huge gap, about 10 seconds on second place, which may have just changed hands. We'll go look. Yes, it has. Guillermo got back around Robbie. Robbie had a bit of a run on him going to turn one, decides to stay in line. These guys are trading it back and forth here. I don't think there's any chance of saving fuel to make it without having to pit for fuel. Well, you have to pit for tires anyway, so it won't matter. These guys battle a couple seconds ahead of fourth placed Eddie. These guys staying pretty even right here. We're gonna watch Renato, see what he's doing here, because he is absolutely flying. Super smooth with it. Renato's best lap so far is a 1:14.149. The next best lap looks to be Robbie Swan with a 1:14.606, but Guillermo's right behind him at a 1:14.662. That time by for Renato, a 1:15.05. Behind him, Guillermo hit a 1:15.72. Robbie Swan behind him with a 1:15.807. So pretty equal lap times for those. But Renato, pretty much a league of his own at the moment, as long as he can keep it clean. Eddie's still holding on the fourth. About a 1 second gap to Gavin. So we got Gavin. Brent, who has closed in on him just a bit. Behind Brent, Jorge, and Shane, they're still sitting about a second apart from each other. Go check in on Thomas. We'll see how his recovery is going here. He's behind Dan. He's closed up quite a bit. He's got about 7 times between himself and Dan. And we'll see. He is putting in a 1:16.086 was his last lap. That's faster than Dan's last lap. Faster than Noah's last lap. Even faster than Shane and Jorge, so if Thomas can get back up there, he is pretty fast. Looks like Guillermo and Robbie are still right there. Not much separating them. Hey, Tony's here. Thank you, Tony. Thank you for the resub, Tony. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Didn't get around the cup race, as I'm sure you saw, but oh well, we're still here having some fun. Go back to the, oh, that's not quite what I was looking for, but you know, hey, it's working. Let's readjust this a little bit here. There's your standings as they run right now. And I guess you got a somewhat decent view. Yes, sir. Just broadcasting here on this one. Trying to get this kind of situated here where I like it. Always a work in progress here. Actually, all right, if everyone could just not screw up, just run nice and smooth, that would be fantastic. I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees and do something like that. There we go. Actually, can we just... There we go. Pardon me, everyone. I'll figure it out here eventually.
All right.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's 35 laps, Tony. We are currently working lap 11. There we go. That's what I was looking for right there. Beautiful, beautiful. We're going to work out, boys. Don't you worry. Bam. There we go. Look at that. That's what we're looking for right there. So let's go back to the live scene here so you guys can see what we got going on. Currently working lap 12. Let's go and get a rundown of the field here again. So Renato's still up in the lead. He has lost a bit of ground. Guillermo and Robbie Swan have caught him by about 3 seconds in the last few laps because the gap was about 10 seconds. So we got Renato behind him, Guillermo, Robbie right behind him. These guys have been pretty much nose to tail from the start. Eddie Wildermuth running fourth. He has had Gavin in tow the entire time as well, pretty much, but he's been holding strong. Gavin's at about a second back. 1 second behind Gavin is Brent Smith. And then falling off a little bit from Brent is Shane, or maybe not. Shane just got around Jorge. So Shane moves up from 8th to 7th here. As Jorge is now back in 8th. He's got Noah behind him. Behind Noah is Thomas. Thomas has gotten around Dan Taylor. Tony, for you joining us a little bit late, Thomas here spun on like lap 2 of the start and has worked his way back. So he is on a charge right now, and he is caught up to the back of Noah, Jorge, and Shane here. Looks like he's going to try to work inside of Noah. Not yet. He does right there. Big dive on the inside. Oh, he locks him up a little bit. They go side by side. Get a bit of live cam going here. Noah's on the inside. They keep it clean, giving each other room. Noah got maybe a little loose right there. Sorry, I hit my mouse there. So we got Noah behind Thomas right here. There's Jorge up ahead. And Thomas has been flying. His last lap was a 1:15.7. So he is pushing hard here. But he's got Jorge up ahead of him. About a second ahead. Shane was pulled away from Jorge quite a bit. Don't want to forget the other guys back here. Noah's been doing a good run. Dan, this is Dan's first race with us, so good to see Dan out here, and he's doing really good. He's keeping on track. I ran laps myself. This is not an easy layout. Very tough. Leonardo back here as well. And then Joe. We love Joe. Joe's always out here having a good time. Joe's got the Gavin Groburkchan fan car. Love to see it. Joe's watching right now. Or at least he's listening to us while he drives. Renato must have heard me. He started to pull back away from Guillermo and Robbie Swan after we said that. Oh, looks like I missed Gavin getting around Eddie. Let's go back and look and see what happened here. We'll rewind a little bit. Was it? Oh, it was right here. Oh, Eddie goes a little bit wide. Not sure exactly which turn this is, but there's been a few people going wide right there. And Gavin able to just sneak around him right there. Very nice, very nice. If I can find my mouse, that'd be fantastic. There we go. Eddie. Yeah, I went back to live just in time to see Eddie pushing back around the outside. Gavin sticking in there. Oh, baby, that was tight. We're going live cam here. This allowed Brent to close right back up. So on the rear wing of Gavin. Eddie tried to shove it in there. Couldn't quite get there. Tight battle right here. And if either of these guys slip up, Shane's back there about 5 seconds back, hoping to capitalize on some attrition.
This is a tough field right now.
Man, I know we get more people joining every week, and it gets more and more competitive. But that's good. That's what we want.
What this league's about.
Yep. Looks like Robbie Swan has fallen off a little bit. Oh!
Brent's off.
Brent goes off. He does. Does he give... Is he going to give Eddie the spot back? I don't know what quite happened right there. Eddie's working the outside. I'm going to watch this, make sure nothing happens here, and I want to go back and look and see. I hope Brent... Yeah. Oh, just want to make sure Brent's not like, you know, using some sort of exploit where you can cut the track and not lose too much time. And
yeah, it's kind of odd he cut that corner so hard and did not just...
yeah, or at least not enough to where...
Right now. I think he's clearing it right now because I just caught up to the back of him.
Oh.
Or he has damage.
Could be. Eddie's stuck behind him right now. Robbie Swan did make a pit stop there, so that's what happened to him.
Looks like it already happened.
Oh, something happened to Eddie. That's what it was. Brent is the guy ahead of that guy, Shane. This yellow and red car is Eddie, and I don't know if he had to slow down, perhaps. Let's look and see. It looks like he might have there. Turn one. I'm looking to see.
They are a lot of fun on road course, Tony. You should come join us.
I don't...
The league is open.
I don't think that would have been... I don't think that would have been a slowdown, but maybe... Oh, no, maybe it was. So Eddie did have maybe a baby cut on turn one. And maybe that's why he had to slow down. Which is unfortunate. Did you go back and watch Brent's at all? Oh, and now Eddie is blinking like a mofo.
Yeah. It does look like he cut it pretty hard, but it looks like it was a lockup, and he slowed down out of that corner, which held up Eddie. So he must have cleared it, but at the same time...
I see. Yeah, we'll see what happens there. Yeah, Tony, we are running some ovals with these, so if you only want to come run ovals, you know, next week we're doing the Indy Oval, doing 100 laps on that layout, and we still have a few other ovals as well this year. Let me go through and look at exactly which ones they are, just so I don't mess it up.
Thomas, Shane, and Eddie are all within striking distance. This is starting to shape up to be
Awesome. Yeah, so after this week, Tony, we're on the Indy Oval. After that, we are at the Twin Ring Motegi Oval. Then we go to Brands Hatch. Then we go to Auto Club. That's going to be insanity. Then we do St. Louis, or the Worldwide Technologies Raceway, Phoenix Legacy, and then Iowa is the next to last round. That's the last oval that we are doing. So, hey, if you only feel comfortable on ovals, you want to come run it with us, by all means. But you can run them anytime you would like.
I hope you participate in Auto Club.
That'll be insane.
Oh, and I'm for it.
That's a huge wild card race. Shane and I were talking about it the other day.
I hope lots of people sign up for Auto Club. That's going to be a blast. It's what, 125 laps?
I think we're only doing 100 on that one.
Double check the schedule.
I'm looking right now. Yeah, 100 laps at Auto Club. Just because it is a 2-mile long track, so.
Oh, really? Auto Club's a 2-mile?
Yes, sir. It's been a couple seasons. Yeah, for sure, Tony. I understand. They're interesting. It looks like Renato hit the pits on lap 18. Guillermo is going to stay out and lead a lap. So that's a bonus point for him if he is trying to run for points.
We have a tight 3-car battle shaping up, Dale, between Shane, Eddie, and Thomas.
Oh, you're right. I'm here on board with Thomas. Thomas has charged back up after that spin. He has been flying.
So is Shane. Shane has reeled in Eddie quite a bit.
Yeah, Eddie, he fought hard ahead of Gavin. I think it was Gavin, but once he got around him, he just kind of started to slip back a little bit. But it could be. I think the guys on the alternates were definitely falling off. Yeah, Thomas charging hard here behind Shane. I think Shane, like we were talking to him before we got into the broadcast booth, trying to make sure he doesn't have any major mistakes this time after a couple tough races where he had to claw back. Thomas going on the inside of him here, though, would clear him easily. Thomas set his sights on Eddie. Huge drive for Thomas. This is pretty impressive. It seems like we've... Oh, I see Gavin on pit road there. Yep, Shane working back on the inside of him. They're too wide. Oh, Thomas cutting it really tight, trying to get him behind him. Able to make it happen. All right. We'll see how we cycle through here. Renato able to get around Gavin and Guillermo easily on pit road. Robbie Swan will go past them. So look for Robbie Swan to probably cycle back through into second. But it looks like Gavin may be able to cycle into third here after the pit stop. So we'll have to wait and see. As Guillermo is still on pit road. Interesting. Brent here is cycled through to the lead for now. We'll see. Does he stay out to lead the lap?
Guillermo's car is down and ready to go. It makes me wonder if he's having some kind of technical issues. Oh, he is off. He is going.
Okay, Brent is coming into the pits. So he is not going to lead this lap. Oh, he almost slides through pit entrance. So Eddie will cycle through and I believe lead a lap here.
Thomas elected to stay out with Eddie. This is exciting here. Seeing the strategy come to fruition and see what it pays off for.
Yeah, this sure is interesting. Let's go here to the multi-view. You guys can see the track map, kind of see where everyone's running right now. At least for like our top 8 or 9. So right,
see where Gavin cycles through.
Yep, so right now it's Eddie running first. He's got Thomas right here behind him. Thomas again. Just wanted to reiterate, he has charged after spinning on turn 2, lap 1. He spun off the track in the grass, so we did not throw yellow. But he has charged all the way back up. Made most of these passes the hard way. No one's really had any attrition. So it's Eddie in the lead.
Is our, current leader.
Okay, we got Thomas running second. Renato right now is being shown in fourth, but I believe he's technically running third. Because Brent hit the pits last time through. So Thomas and Eddie still need to pit. So Renato would assume the lead if they both pit. But they stay out here. Maybe they're hoping for a caution. I don't know if I did mention that to anyone watching. We do have full course cautions. If someone spins out and is in the middle of the track impeding someone else's progress, we will throw yellow. It's hard to walk.
Does register Renato as third.
Okay. And it looks Leonardo has cycled through to fourth, but he has not hit the pits yet either. So Eddie, Thomas, and Leonardo look to be the only ones who have not hit the pits yet. I'm trying to cycle through right now. Yes, that is correct. So only 3 people who have not pit yet. So we'll go back on board with Eddie. Watching the track map here as well, trying to see. Only doing the onboard views. Oh, Eddie's going to go off a little bit. Is he able to keep it from looping? But Thomas goes around him right there. That's probably the easiest pass Thomas has had to make all day. The exception of Joe, who Joe is extremely courteous. He's out here for a good time. He just wants people to see Gavin's face.
Shane,
there goes Thomas.
Jorge and Noah are in quite a battle for 8th position right now.
Okay, so Thomas will go through the pits. Eddie will lead another lap. Renato will assume second now. Here's Leonardo. Robbie Swan. So Robbie Swan looks like he's cycled ahead of Gavin somehow. Brent, Jorge, and Shane. So yeah, here's Jorge, Shane, and Noah in a very tight battle. We're on board with Noah. We're looking towards Shane. Take you guys back to the big view.
This is quite the tight battle.
It really is. Looks like Shane on the inside there. He's able to make it work. Oh, Jorge. Jorge tried to throw the block. He does get the block on them. Noah's going to be stuck behind there. That allows Shane to get a little bit of a gap. I'm sure he's liking that. Good move by Shane there, able to get the position and defend from any counterattack by Jorge. Noah pushing a little wide. So I hit my microphone if anyone heard that.
Shane's got a little bit to go to run down Thomas, but I believe Thomas has not pit yet.
Thomas did pit. Pit on lap 23. It does look like everyone has pit now. I'm not seeing anyone on race laps that has not hit the pits yet.
My race laps is not showing me pit for some reason.
It might be a setting.
Yeah, I would assume.
So, oh no, Leonardo Elijah has not hit the pits yet. He is running third. He has yet to hit the pits. So right now we got Renato in first. Second. Ooh. What happened? It looked like Eddie was second. Where is he right here? Did he have an...
is just leaving turn 1.
I'm going to go through and see because it shows him as second right here. Maybe he just came in for his pit.
Oh, he did.
I'm going to go through and check and see one more lap back just to make sure. Okay, yep, we're okay. He just came in for his pit. Let's fast forward and get back to live.
Do we have any good battles going on right now?
No, I'm trying to look through them right now here. So we got Renato, Dan, Robbie Swan. Leonardo finally comes into the pits. Gavin's about 5 seconds back from Robbie Swan. Got Brent, Thomas, Shane. Now it looks like everyone's spaced out here. No, we still have a battle between Noah and Jorge.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. This looks like a battle. This will be a battle, I think, for 8th once they cycle past Elijah. Or Leonardo. Elijah, my bad. Yep. No, it's a battle for 7th. Jorge is 7th. Noah's trying to get to him. Watch the gap on Shane. He's about 5 seconds or so behind Thomas. Actually, we'll look for Thomas. He might be able to catch Brent and maybe even Gavin. Oh, Noah got...
Gavin is running down Robbie Swan.
Noah got a little bit loose there coming out of turn 2 or 3, I believe. Pushes the front end a little bit. But he's hanging here with Jorge, and these guys are having a really good battle. Oh man, they fly by every time. It always gets me. Immediately following this, we got the team demo race. That'll be a ton of fun. That's in like 15 minutes, so the lobby might open just before this race ends. Yep, on asphalt this time. We will go later in the season on dirt. I think it's only dirt race we do too. That'll be fun. Oh yeah. 2 cars with the worst hitbox, no rules. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, there is one, and that's the Kias cannot complete all of the...
You're right, you're right.
Any Kia that completes the lap disqualifies the team. All the laps disqualifies the team. Strategy in the demo league is a factor.
We got a first time chat from someone with the name Bots. A little suspicious. Says, my friend has told me about Live for Speed, but I've never heard about it. Have you? No. Don't know anything about what you're talking about, to be honest with you. We're going to go through and check the standings here. Renato. No, that's just called Gran Turismo. Original. They spent a lot of time coming with that one. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Tony. I don't know. That might be an actual bot. Hard to say. Renato, big lead right now over Robbie Swan, who is 3 seconds ahead of Gavin. Brent's about 4 seconds behind Gavin. Thomas 3 seconds behind Brent. But let's see. Thomas's last lap a 1:15.35. Brent's last lap, a 1:15.35. So these guys are running pretty much similar lap times. Shane a 1:15.8 with his last lap. Jorge a 1:16.0. So Shane's slowly pulling away from Jorge. But Jorge and Noah still right there. It's an OG sim. Just checked about it now. Ah. Yeah, that's news to me, man. Never heard of it.
I was just going to say he is not a bot. He's had his account since 2016 and does
Well.
have some content on his channel.
Please accept my apologies, Mr. Bots. Welcome to the channel. But yeah, Live for Speed, never heard of it. I only know, you know, the popular ones, Project Cars, Gran Turismo, ACC. And now he's following. Well, man, I really feel like a jerk now. Thank you.
Well, in all fairness, with a name like Bots, could you be mistaken?
I mean, I don't know. The message was just a little weird. Yeah. I was like, yeah. But no, you're all good. Thank you for being here, Bots. I like the name. Now that I know you're not a bot. Noah with a huge run. Oh, Jorge went up and cut the line off. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily call it a block. I mean, it was a block, but he didn't really. We're gonna go back and watch it again here. No, he just kind of he pulled a Newman. He just kind of stayed right there in one line. The good news is Noah looks like he still has his front wing.
I call that fair play.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Aggressive, but fair play.
Yeah, I agree, Tony. He didn't move one way or the other. He just held a really strong defensive line. Very strong defense right there.
You call that fair play. But we do have what appears to be Eddie getting into the mix here.
Oh,
Confirm what that is.
yeah, that's what I'm seeing too on my screen. These guys battling have brought Eddie to him, so now Noah's probably going to be more pressed to try to make that move. Eddie does have to push the pass on. See it on the steering wheel there. Noah finally gets inside of Jorge. Jorge lets him go.
Too much pressure.
Maybe he's trying to get the draft. Noah tries to break the draft. There's snaking. That looks like some real indie stuff right there. Hard on the brakes here into turn one. Jorge cannot get the move done. Nice job by Noah.
Noah is blinking.
Yeah, I see that. I had to move up ahead here. Thomas is only 2 seconds behind Brent now, but we're coming down to 5 laps left. Thomas with a huge drive from 13th all the way into the top 5. We haven't had a single yellow. He's done it all legit. I think Brent, Gavin, and Robbie are lucky that he had that spin. I don't think he had anything for Renato, but he definitely has at least a top 3 speed right now.
It is impressive. This is a massive passing lap.
He's got a 1:15.4 as his last lap. Brent had a 1:15.9, so he is closing in on him. Brent did just run a 1:15.7, but Thomas with a 1:15.2. So about half a second a lap, which should put him to his rear bumper in 3 laps, which would give him 2 laps or so to make a pass. So we'll let that go. We'll go back and watch Noah and Jorge and Eddie.
This battle is still raging. They're all right there with each other. And that dirty air has to be affecting them to these high speed.
Oh, it's probably so frustrating. But Jorge has Eddie about a second behind him. Eddie looks like he might have slipped up. Jorge locks up the brakes a bit, goes a little wide. Eddie can't get there.
Right up to him now.
He's close. I thought maybe I was going to let him get inside, but he couldn't quite get there.
The laps are ticking down, so you gotta think there's gonna be some serious aggression coming out here.
Desperation's starting to set in. Meanwhile, Noah's pulling away now. He wants to see these guys start battling.
Noah's gotta be walking to the fans for you and seeing these guys dogfight.
Oh, Noah in the grass a bit. Able to keep it straight. Looked like he had a bit of a bobble coming back on. cost him a little speed down the long straightaway here. Jorge has a bit of a run. I don't know if he'll be able to get there by turn 1, but he is closing. It's down under half a second. He's not going to be able to get there, though.
Meanwhile, Thomas has caught Brent.
Jorge, bit of a dive. He might have scared Noah into a lockup a little bit, but Noah's going to stay ahead. Jorge, a bit of a lockup himself. Oh, sorry, I'm going ahead to Noah and Shane, and I wanted to go back to Eddie. Here, we'll watch from Eddie, looking forward at these guys. Tight battle right here. Noah, that little slip up he had, he lost a lot of time that he had gained. Looking to gain it back here. Oh, Eddie with a bit of a slide. Tried to get the power down, couldn't do it. These alternates. He's only been on them for about 6 or 7 laps, but I'm sure they are already starting to give up a little bit.
Yeah, after he's screaming the way he's pushing.
Yeah.
We do have Thomas, who has caught Brent.
Well, we knew it was a possibility.
He is going to start applying some pressure. Hopefully Brent can keep it stable and those two can have quite the battle. But this battle between these three, Noah, Thomas, and Eddie is... My apologies. I'm psyching it through too much. Jorge and Eddie is starting to wind down. Oh my god.
Oh, we need to go back and watch.
The biggest plunge I've ever seen in sim racing.
Oh, we're going to go back and look because I was looking up ahead.
You need to rewind.
Here we go. We're watching. Oh!
Incredible.
Oh, my word.
From the bleachers.
We're going to go back and watch Noah on this. Noah went to turn in, saw him coming. Wow, and he kept it on track. Oh, they push wide, but they keep it clean. They keep it pretty clean. I mean,
What an amazing one.
that was a dive, but it looks like it may have ultimately cost him in the long run as he is now back into 9th as Eddie gets around him.
Like you said, desperation's starting to take its toll on these guys. And we're going to start seeing some crazy moves.
I respect it. I mean, he was able to get it done without taking out Noah. Noah did have to have some presence of mind to look and see him making that move, because if Noah hadn't been paying attention and just turned in, that would have been disastrous for both of them.
Oh, yeah, the situational awareness is top notch.
Very good. Renato just driving away, 18 seconds ahead of Robbie Swan, who's 5 seconds ahead of Gavin. But here it is, Thomas right up on the back of Brent. He hasn't been able to close right up. He's still about 9/10, 1 second back, with laps winding down.
I wouldn't count out Eddie, though. He seems to be reeling in Noah quite hard, and I wonder if it's from that real hard battling him and Jorge were doing.
It could be. And Shane's sitting in a comfortable 6th place, 5 seconds or so ahead of Noah, 10 seconds back from Thomas. He's just...
Let's see the 6th place locked in. As long as he can just keep a smooth pace and his head on his shoulders, he will have a good finishing position here.
Yep. He is going to lose a little bit more ground to Gavin, who he's battling in points, but as long as he doesn't have any catastrophic issues, that's what he's trying to avoid right now. Noah has pulled away a little bit from Eddie, like he was saying, but Jorge has caught right back up to the back of Eddie. Guillermo's out behind them, just hoping these guys get into it. Jorge to the inside of Eddie. We're going to do the live cam here. There's Eddie on the outside. They're side by side in the turn 1. Jorge, we know he can break late in the turn 1. He gets the job done, clears him. Can Eddie do...
Full confidence in the break.
If anyone's got it today, it's Jorge. That was an impressive move a couple laps ago. Renato just came through to take the white flag. We're going to ride on board with him. He deserves his moment to shine for absolutely dominating this race.
Oh, Thomas gets around Brent with 1 lap to go. What a drive from Thomas. Well done, sir. Let's see if we can hold on for 5th place.
Big stuff. We'll go on board with Thomas here. Brent looking on the outside. Yep.
Yep. This is battle here.
Thomas going for the dive on the inside. They keep it clean. Oh man, this is some tight racing. Man, we got some guys who know how to battle wheel to wheel in this series. It's impressive. Can Thomas make anything happen here?
What an amazing drive from Thomas. You know,
Regardless, yes.
I believe this is his first showing in our league, and man, he has put on quite the drive and quite the show.
I'll have to look. I believe he's done a couple, but we're on board with Ronaldo coming around. Great win, Ronaldo. Good race. Domination. As he comes through, he will take the win. We got Robbie Swan. Gonna come through and take second as long as he has no issues here.
Yeah, you're right. My apologies.
Good run, Robbie. Nice second place. Now we'll go on board with Gavin here, looking to bring it around 4th, 3rd. Only fitting that Joe and Gavin would go across the line side by side. Good job, Gavin. Farther back. We're going to go back and look and see. Oh, it was at the line.
Great, Thomas. You had some pace, man. That was crazy.
We're watching this slow-mo. We're coming to the line.
Yeah, man, that was a lot of fun. Just went on the first lap, come back to 4th.
Thomas got him.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of pace you had.
What a finish out of those two.
Shane will come through, take 6th. Noah 7th. Looks like Jorge got 8th. Who got 9th here? I'm trying to cycle through and find it. They're probably already gone.
Great race, guys. That was fun.
Yeah, you guys were driving amazing. Thomas, that was incredible to watch. We were watching you majority of the time. That was pretty impressive. Good job, everyone. Clean race. Some really tight racing out there, but you guys all kept it pretty clean. It was awesome.